যোৱা ডিচেম্বৰ 20 তাৰিখৰ পৰা মই শ্ৰীমদ ভাগৱত গীতাৰ শ্লোকবোৰৰ ব্যাখ্যা ৰেগুলাৰলি ইউটিউবত আপলোড কৰি আছিলোঁ। সেইটো কাৰণে ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিঙৰ টিউটৰিয়েল লেকচাৰ মই আপলোড কৰিব পৰা নাছিলোঁ। কিন্তু মোৰ বহুত ষ্টুডেণ্টে মোলৈ ফোন কৰি জনাইছে যে কি তেখেতসকলৰ অহা 26 তাৰিখে ইলেক্ট্ৰিকেল ইনস্পেক্টৰৰ পৰীক্ষা আছে, যিটো আমাৰ APSCয়ে কণ্ডাক্ট কৰিছে। তো সেইকাৰণে আগৰ প্ৰিভিয়াছ ইয়েৰৰ যিবিলাক কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰ আছে সেইবিলাক অলপ এনালিচিছ কৰিবলৈ কৈ আছিলে। সেইকাৰণে মই আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'টো বনাইছোঁ। কিন্তু দেখিছোঁ যে কি আজি যিহেতু 22 তাৰিখ হ'লেই আৰু মাত্ৰ 4 দিন আছে পৰীক্ষালৈ, তো সেইটো কাৰণে মই ভাবিছোঁ যিমান পাৰি বেছিক কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰ অলপ দিবৰ কাৰণে। আৰু সেইটো কাৰণে ইয়াত কি কৰিম, বেছিকৈ এনালিচিছ নকৰোঁ কুৱেশ্যনবিলাক, খালী কুৱেশ্যন আৰু এনচাৰখিনি মই ইয়াত কৈ যাম। তো সেইটো কাৰণে ভিডিঅ'বোৰ ভালকৈ চাই যাব আৰু এইটো ভিডিঅ' শেষলৈকে চাব। আৰু যোনে ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা নাই ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'ব, কাৰণ কাইলৈ পৰহিলৈ এনেকৈ আহিবলগীয়া ভিডিঅ'বিলাকত আগৰ কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰবিলাক আমি ডিছকাছ হেৰি কৰি এনচাৰবিলাক দি যাম। তো প্ৰথম কুৱেশ্যনটো লৈছোঁ, এইটো 2018ৰ APSCৰ কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰিকেল ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিঙৰ। প্ৰথম কুৱেশ্যনটো, দ্য কণ্ডিশ্যন ফৰ দ্য ভেলিডিটি অফ ওহমছ ল ইজ ডেট দ্য টেম্পাৰেচাৰ শুড ৰিমেইন কনষ্টেণ্ট, কাৰেণ্ট শুড বি প্ৰপৰ্চনেল টু দ্য ভল্টেজ, ৰেজিষ্টেঞ্চ মাষ্ট বি ৱায়াৰ ওৱাউণ্ড টাইপ, অল অফ দ্য এবভ। এইটো এনচাৰটো চবেই জানেই, এইটো হৈছে টেম্পাৰেচাৰ শুড ৰিমেইন কনষ্টেণ্ট। নেক্সট কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে 300 ohm 220 volt lamps are connected in star across a 3-phase 220 into √3 volt supply. The power consumed by the lamp load in watt will be. এইটো একচুৱেলি প্ৰব্লেমটো ছল্ভ কৰিব লাগিব, তেতিয়া ইয়াৰ এনচাৰ 300 আহিব। In parallel RLC resonance circuit, the current will be minimum, maximum, 0, infinite. So ইয়াৰ এনচাৰটো minimum. Next question to is two voltage sources can be connected in parallel when they have equal magnitude, frequency, phase, all of the above. Etu answer to jani sobe, all of the above. Kirchhoff's laws are valid for a linear circuit only, positive time invariant circuits, non-linear circuits only, both linear and non-linear circuits. Your answer to is both linear and non-linear circuits. 6 number question to is ki the voltage across the 1 kilo ohm resistor between the nodes A and B of the network shown in the figure is. Etu question to solve koribo lagibo, tetia yar answer to ahibo. Answer to actually moi yat solve kora nai, to hokoluke request korisu jate ji answer ulai comment section jate muk jonai. Next question to is ki to extend the range of voltmeter n times, the ratio of series resistance required to meter resistance is n minus 1, 1 by n, 1 by n minus 1. ইয়াৰ কাৰণে এটা ইজি ফৰ্মুলা আছে, এই ফৰ্মুলাটো জাষ্ট পুট কৰি দিলে হ'ল আৰু তো ভ্যালুটো আহিব n minus 1. The energy capacity of a storage battery is rated in kilowatt hour, kilowatt, ampere hour, joule. Your answer to is ampere hour. 9 number question to is in digital telemetry commonly used modulation is PCM, PPM, PWM, PAM. Answer to is pulse code modulation, PCM. 10 number question to is in an open loop control system, output signal has no control on the input signal. System variables affect the output signal. None of the variables have any effect on the input signal. All of the above. Your answer to is output signal has no control on the input signal. 11 number question to hoise in the series RC circuit shown in the figure. Into figure to actually yet more draw kora nai, to yar passer ahibolige video bilagot moi etu question akko lom. To etu question baru thik ase, moi passer etu lom. 12 number question to hoise a half wave rectified sinusoidal waveform has a peak voltage of 12 volt Its average value and RMS values of the fundamental components are respectively 15 by 5 or 15 by pi, 20 by pi, 12 by pi and none of the above. Your answer to hobo 12 by pi volt, 6 volt. 13 number question 2. The conductance of electric circuit is analogous in magnetic circuit by flux, reluctance, permeance, relative permeability. Answer to hobo permeance. 14 number question 2 is the coupling between two magnetically coupled coils is said to be ideal if the coefficient of coupling is 0.112. Answer to is 1. 15 number question 2. Retardation test is applicable to DC shunt motors and generators. It is performed to determine stray losses, field losses, friction losses, copper losses. Answer to is stray losses. 16 number question 2 is which of the following types of wiring is preferred for workshop lighting? First option to casing capping wiring, batten wiring, concealed conduit wiring, surface conduit wiring. Answer to is concealed conduit wiring. 17 number question to which the brushes in a DC machine are placed along geometrical neutral axis, along magnetic neutral axis, perpendicular to geometrical neutral axis, perpendicular to magnetic neutral axis. Answer to hobo along magnetic neutral axis. 18 number question to is with the increase in applied frequency, the dielectric loss in a material will increase, decrease, the maximum power in a synchronous machine remain constant, become 0. Answer to hobo increase. 19 number question to is in an AC circuit, if voltage V is equal to A plus JV and current I is equal to C plus JD, then the power is given by AC plus AD, AC plus BD, BC minus AD, BC plus AD. So answer to it a very easy question, AC plus BD. 20 number question to is in a 3-phase induction motor, for rotor standstill resistance R2, the equivalent load resistance at slip S is এইটো ইকুৱেশ্যনত পুট কৰিব লাগিব, তেতিয়া এইটো একচুৱেলি ফৰ্মুলাই হয়, তাৰ পৰা ডাইৰেক্ট এনচাৰটো লিখিব পাৰিব R2 into 1 minus S by S. Next question to 21. The maximum power in a synchronous machine is obtained at a load angle of 45 degree, 85 degree, 90 degree, 105 degree. So your answer to is less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree বুলি ক'লে 45 degree আহিব পাৰে, 85 degree আহিব পাৰে, সেইটো কাৰণে actually precisely ক'বলৈ গ'লে less than 90 degree. So in a 3-phase system, the EMFs are 30 degree apart, 40 degree apart, 190 degree apart, 120 degree apart. So it is always an equally easy 120 degree apart at balanced condition. A component that opposes the change in current, circuit current is resistance, capacitance, inductance, conductance. Answer to it hoise inductance. 24 number question to hoise a differential relay measures the vector difference between two or more similar electrical quantities, two powers, two voltages, two currents. Answer to is two or more similar electrical quantities. 25 number question to the circuit shown in the figure is a okay figure to dekhai diu etu duta capacitor ase eta inductor ase, low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, differentiator. Answer to is a high pass filter. 26 number question to for which of the following functions the Laplace transform will be 2 by s cube. Option A, B, C, D kita hoise T, 2T, F, 2T square and none of the above. The answer to is T square. The Fourier transform of a function ft is given as, it was the right formula to Fourier transformer. So G2 is integration of minus infinity to infinity ft e to the power minus j omega t dt correct answer to 28 number question to hisse as jfet operates in enhancement mode depletion mode both a and b none of the above etu to sopi jane jfet hoday depletion mode ot kaam kore in class AV amplifier which sinusoidal input signal output current flows for full cycle more than half cycle less than half cycle answer to is more than half cycle the controlling torque in a spring control meter is proportional to theta square 1 by theta square answer to is theta 31 number question to is a stable multivibrator can be used as comparator circuit frequency to voltage converter circuit voltage to frequency converter circuit squaring circuit answer to is a voltage to frequency converter circuit the oscillator circuit with only DC power source can produce sawtooth wave only sound sinusoidal wave only square wave only any of the above answer to is any of the above এইবিলাকৰ এক্সপ্লেনেশ্যনবিলাক মই পাছত মানে যিবিলাক ভিডিঅ' আহিব সেইবিলাকত ভালকৈ মানে এনালিচিছ কৰি কৈ যাম যে কি কোনটো এনচাৰ কি কাৰণে কাৰেক্ট হৈছে কিন্তু এতিয়া যিহেতু টাইম নাই সেইটো কাৰণে অকল মানে ডাইৰেক্ট এনচাৰবিলাক কৈ গৈছোঁ ইন এন ইনভাৰ্টাৰ আউটপুট op-amp the phase displacement between the output voltage signal and input voltage signal is 0 degree 90 degree 180 degree 90 degree answer to is 180 degree to obtain positive gain in a non-inverting op-amp what should be the phase relationship between the input and output voltage signals 180 degree out of phase in phase quadrature any phase so answer to is in phase 35 number question to a pin diode is suitable for use as a microwave switch microwave detector microwave mixer diode none of the above so answer to is a microwave switch the number of minimum clock cycles in a machine cycle for 8085 is 1 2 3 5 answer to is 3 37 number question to is optic fibers are used as communication links for lasers because they prevent interference by other lasers ensure that the beam does not spread prevent atmospheric interference none of the above the answer to is prevent atmospheric interference 38 number question to amount of information in a continuous signal is 0 2 bits 4 bits infinite to answer to is infinite এইটো কুৱেশ্যনৰ এনচাৰ মই কৰা নাই সেইটো কাৰণে ৰেড কালাৰ কৰি থৈছোঁ দ্য বেণ্ডউইথ ৰিকুৱাৰমেণ্ট অফ এ টেলিফোন চেনেল ইজ 3 হাৰ্টছ 5 কিলো হাৰ্টছ 10 হাৰ্টছ 15 কিলো হাৰ্টছ তো মই এক্সপেক্ট কৰিছোঁ যে ইয়াৰ এনচাৰটো আপোনালোকে কমেণ্ট ছেকশ্যনত মোক দিব তেতিয়া মই নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'টো আপোনালোকক দিবৰ কাৰণে ভাল লাগিব কাৰণ আপোনালোকে চাইছে বুলি গম পাম তেতিয়া 40 number question to is a 2's complement representation of -8 is 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 तो correct answer to is 1 0 0 in a combinational circuit the outputs at any instant of time depend only on the past inputs only on the past outputs on the past inputs as well as present inputs only on the inputs present at that instant of time so your answer to is D that is only on the inputs present at that instant of time 42 number question to please ever the SOP form of logical expression is most suitable for designing logic circuit using only NAND gates, NOR gates, AND gates, XOR gates. The answer to is NAND gates. Given two coupled inductors L1 and L2, their mutual inductance M satisfies. Here just formula. Your answer is D. That means mutual inductance M is less than root over L1 L2. A multiplexer can be used as a logic element, flip-flop, counter, 7-segment LED driver. To answer to hobo logic element. 45 number question 2. In digital system, subtraction is performed by using half adders, using half subtractors, using adders with one complement representation of negative numbers, none of the above. So your answer to hobo using adders with one complement representation of negative numbers. So 46 number question 2. A flip-flop is used to store 1 bit of information, 2 bits of information, 1 nibble of information, 1 byte of information. Answer to hobo 1 bit of information. 47 number question 2. Tunnel diode is made by which of the following semiconductors? Highly doped, sparsely doped, intrinsic, none of the above. Answer to hobo highly doped. Laminated yoke in DC motor can reduce speed regulation, iron loss, temperature rise, sparking on load. Answer to hobo iron loss. 49 number question 2. The value of solar constant is 1357 watt per meter square, 1367 watt per meter square, 1375, 1376. এইটো তো সবেই জানে 1376 watt per meter square. 50 number question to অলপ দীঘলীয়া. The losses in a transformer are copper loss, eddy current loss, hysteresis loss. The constant power loss of a transformer is given by 1 only, 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3, 1 to 3. So answer to hobo C, মানে eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. Conservator for transformer is used to take up the expansion of oil due to temperature rise, to act as an oil storage for better cooling of transformer, none of the above. Answer to hobo to take up the expansion of oil due to temperature rise. Tapping of transformer is provided at the phase end of low voltage side, at the phase end of high voltage side, at the neutral end of high voltage side, at the middle of high voltage side. Answer to is at the middle of high voltage side. 53 number question 2. In an inductor motor, if the air gap is increased, its speed will reduce, its efficiency will improve, its power factor will reduce, its breakdown torque will reduce. So answer to hobo its power factor will reduce. 54 number question 2 is a DC series motor is accidentally connected to a single phase AC supply. The torque produced will be of zero average value, oscillating, steady and unidirectional, pulsating and unidirectional. So option to D, pulsating and unidirectional. BCD conversion of 39610, that means decimal, is এইকেইটা দিয়া আছে অপশ্যন কোনটো হ'ব এইটো নিজে কৰি চাব লাগিব বাইনাৰী কোডেড ডেচিমেল তো কৰিলে মানে এটো আহিব আনসাৰ. A microprocessor is capable of addressing 64 kilobytes of memory. Its address bus width is 8, 12, 16, 20. So finally answer to 16. 57 number question 2. A fuse is a protective device, control device, both A and B, none of the above. It to sobai jane A, that means protective device. Isolator operates in oil, water, air, vacuum. Answer to is air. 59 number question 2. A microprocessor differentiates between opcode data oblique address at any time by the sequence in which the memory contents are fetched by its internal registers, the stack pointer, the program counter. তো অপশ্যনটো হৈছে এ। 60 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে the length of a short transmission line is up to about 50 km, 120 km, 200 km, 500 km. এইটো সবচে ইজি কুৱেশ্যন, 50 km. Superposition theorem is valid only for linear circuit, non-linear circuit, both A and B, neither A and B. Option 2 is linear circuit. 62 to is in the circuit shown in figure, the silicon transistor has beta 75 and a collector voltage BC is equal to 9 volt. Then the ratio of RB and RC is, eto kori sabo lagibo, kori sale mane olabo C to answer 105.133. এটো সক ডেসিমেলৰ পাছলৈকো দুটা ডেসিমেল লৈকে আছে, তো এটো কাৰণে যেতিয়া আপোনালোকে কৰিব অলপ ভালকে মানে ক্যালকুলেট কৰাটো ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট। 63 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে in the sample and whole circuit the period during which the voltage across capacitor is equal to input voltage is sample period, whole period, delay period, charging period. তো answer to হৈছে sample period. 64 number question to sample and whole circuits are used in analog to digital modulation, digital to analog modulation, pulse position modulation, all of the above. So answer to hobo all of the above. 60 number question to as compared to sound waves, the frequency of radio waves is lower, may be higher or lower, is equal, is higher. Option to is high. 66 number question to is two blocks having transfer function G1 and G2 are connected in series cascade. Their resultant will be G1 G2, G1 or G2, G1 by G2, 1 by G1 G2. So option to G1 or G2, G1 and G2. To decrease the time constant of a control, decrease its inertia, steady state error, damping constant, viscous damping. The answer to is inertia. 68 number question to for damping factor to be 0, the magnitude of system output will be 0, exponentially decaying, unity, infinite. So option 2 is infinite. 69 number question to is the current in a circuit is given by I is equal to 50 sin omega t. If the frequency be 25 hertz, how long will it take for the current to raise to 25 ampere? Etu problem to koribo lagibo, solve korile olabo C to answer 3.33 into 10 to the power minus 3 second. 70 number question to by which of the following the effect of adding poles and zeros can be determined quickly? So Nyquist plot, Bode plot, Nicholas, Ruth Lucas. The answer to is a Bode plot. 71 number question to is two similar bulbs are connected in series first, then they are connected in parallel. In the second case, the glow will be brighter, it will be dimmer, remain same, none of the above. The option to is A, will be brighter. 72 number question to is a wire of 1 meter length has a resistance of 10 ohm. The resistance of another wire of the same material 3 meter long and twice the cross-sectional area will be 7.5 ohm, 15 ohm, 30 ohm, none of the above. The answer to ahibo etu koribo lagibo problem to, so answer to ahibo 15 ohm. 73 number question to is cogging of induction motor occurs due to harmonic synchronous torque only, vibration torque, harmonic induction torque, both synchronous and induction torque. So option 2 is harmonic synchronous torque only. 74 number question to is in an alternator the armature reaction influences the magnitude of no load loss, speed of the machine, thermal voltage per phase, waveform of voltage generator. So অপশ্যনটো হৈছে থাৰ্মেল ভল্টেজ পাৰ ফেজ। নেক্সট কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে 75. V curves for synchronous motor represent location between power factor and speed, field current and speed, armature current and speed, armature current and field current. এইটোতো আমি লেবতটো এক্সপেৰিমেণ্টে কৰিব লাগে V and inverse V curve, তাৰপৰা এনচাৰটো ডাইৰেক্ট আছেই। Armature current and field current is the correct answer. 76 number question to an electric heater consumes 1 kilowatt hour of energy in 30 minutes at 220 volt. The current rating of the heating element is 9.09 ampere, 5 ampere, 15 ampere, 8.2 ampere. Correct answer to hobo 9.09 ampere. Etu problem koribo lagibo answer. 77 number question to in a power system the maximum number of buses are PQ bus, PV bus, slack bus, any of the above. Etu to sobai jane PQ bus. For a fault at generator terminals, the fault current is maximum for three-phase fault, line to line fault, single line to ground fault, double line to ground fault. Fault to spelling to follow ase. Okay, so your correct answer to hobo C, mane single line to ground fault. So 79 number question to hise in transmission line ground wires are placed above the phase conductors, below the phase conductors, in between the phase conductors, both A and B. So your correct answer to hobo A, above the phase conductors. 80 number question to hise if 10 kilohertz carrier signal is amplitude modulated by 1 kilohertz sinusoidal signal, what are the frequencies that appear in the output? Etu question to koribo lagibo solution. So answer to ahibo 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 11 kilohertz. 81 number question to hise if M is amplitude AM modulation index and amplitude modulation index and PC is carrier power, the total power of DSBSC is given by M square by 2 PC, M by 2 PC, M square by 4 PC, M by 4 PC. Etu formula আছে এটা। এটো answer to হৈছে A, M square by 2 PC. বিয়াশী number question to if the ratio of carrier power and USB power in amplitude modulation is 1/4, what is the modulation index? Etu problem answer koribo lagibo. Answer to ahibo 4. 83 number question to hise in frequency modulation carrier swing is defined as the total variation in frequency from the lowest to the highest point. Frequency variation above or below the carrier frequency, width of the sideband, none of the above. So correct answer to hise option A. VCO is used to generate direct FM, indirect FM, SSB SC, DSB SC. So correct answer to hobo direct FM. 85 number question to hise Carson's rule is used to calculate bandwidth of FM signal, signal to noise ratio, modulation index, noise figure. So correct answer to hobo bandwidth of FM signal. Next it was a problem. A coil having resistance of 10 ohm and inductance of 14 Henry is connected across a DC voltage of 140 volt. With the current having reached the final value, the time it would take for the current to reach a value of 8 ampere after switching off the supply will be 1.4 second, 0.714, 0.783, none of the above. So correct answer to ahibo 0.783 second. It was a problem. The field coils of a 4-pole generator have 600 turns each and are connected in series. The magnetic flux per pole is 0.025 Weber when field coils are excited. If the field current is opened in 0.022 second, residual flux per pole is 0.0023 Weber. The average voltage induced across the field coil is 618, 9905, 62, none of the above. তো এইটো প্ৰব্লেমটো সলভ কৰিলে আহিব এনসাৰ 9905.45. So 88 number question to hisse a carbon resistor has colored strips as so brown, green, orange and silver respectively. The resistance is etu to ami sobai janu VV roy great bit and very good when this etu mane jitu color combination ami mane 0 1 2 eneke mane ami milai lo tar por nije milabo lagibo etu ঠিক আছে আমি পাছৰ এনালিসিস কৰিব লাগে ভিডিও বিলাকত এটো কথা ডিসকাস কৰিম বাৰু তো ইয়াৰ কারেক্ট আনসাৰটো আহিব 15 কিলো ওম প্লাস 10%. 89 number question to is a fuse wire is made of tin lead alloy, copper, tungsten, nichrome. So answer to about tin lead alloy. 90 number question to is a power input to a three-phase induction motor is ready by 2 watt meters. The readings are 1000 watt and 350 watt respectively. The power factor of the motor is 0.8339, 0.8, 0.768, 0.5. তো এইটো তো প্রবলেম সলভ কৰিব লাগিব সলভ কৰিলে আহিব 0.768. So 91 number question to again এইটো আমি এটা প্রবলেম সলভ কৰিব লাগিব. A square wave signal is observed on the oscilloscope to have one cycle measured as 6 cm at a horizontal sweep rate of 30 microsecond per centimeter. The signal frequency is 180 hertz, 180 kilohertz, 555 hertz, 5055 kilohertz. Option 2 5055 kilohertz. 92 number question 2. An ideal voltage source should have large value of EMF, small value of EMF, zero source resistance, infinite load resistance. So correct answer to hobo zero source resistance. 93 number question 2. The advantage of permanent magnet moving coil type instrument is low power consumption, no hysteresis loss, efficient current damping, all of the above. So accurate value to all of the above. Magnetic flux density is a vector quantity, scalar quantity, phasor, none of the above. So correct answer to hobo vector quantity. 95 number question 2. An iron core coil of 10 turns has reluctance of 100 ampere turn per Weber. The inductance of the coil is 1 hour 1 Henry, 10 Henry, 0.1 Henry, 5 Henry. So answer to hobo 1 Henry. It actually small h no hai, capital H hobo. So 96 number question 2. Which of the following does not belong to the thyristor family? Diac, triac, SCR, SCS. So option 2 hobo SCS. 97 number question 2. A balanced delta connected load of 8 plus J6 ohm per phase is connected to a 3-phase 230 volts supply. The line current is 23 ampere, 39.8 ampere, 13.27 ampere, none of the above. So correct answer to hobo B. So 98 number question 2. A shock coil takes a current of 2 amperes lagging 60 degree behind the applied voltage of 200 volts at 50 hertz. The inductance of the coil is 275.8 millihenry, 100 millihenry, 50 millihenry, none of the above. So correct answer to hobo option A. 99 number question 2. If the current in a 20 ohm resistor is given by 4 plus 5 sin omega t minus 3 cos 3 omega t, the power consumed by the resistor is 1000, 660, 640, 720. Correct answer to hobo option B, 660. So 100 number question, one last question. In an AC circuit, a low value of kVAR compared with kilowatt indicates low efficiency, high power factor, unity power factor, maximum load current. আৰু ইয়াৰ অপশ্যনটো হ'ব বি আছিলে হাই পাৱাৰ ফেক্টৰ। চ' আজি আমি বহুত কুইকলি মই গোটেইখিনি কুৱেশ্যন মানে কাভাৰ কৰিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিলোঁ, কাৰণ ভিডিঅ'টো নহ'লে বহুত দীঘল হৈ যাব। চ' আপোনালোকে ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'ব চেনেলটো, তেতিয়া মই কাইলৈ পৰহিলৈ এইকেইদিনত যিকেইদিনত দিম যিকেইখন কুৱেশ্যন পৰে আপোনালোকে তেতিয়া টাইমত পাই যাব। অ'কে, থেংক ইউ।